Good morning, this is Emma from Weird Enchantress. I'm doing a video today. I'm working with a tarot card that I've picked and a rune that goes with it. So usually I do these and I write a little bit about it and then post it up on my Instagram and Facebook. But today I decided to do a little video so that you can see me and hear me whittering on for a little while. At the end of this I will just demonstrate a little meditation as well that you can practice yourself. That will be in line with what we're talking about with these two cards. So the feel that I get for today, and this is why I pick a card and a rune, is I try to just pick up on the energy of the day and then try and give some information to people that might help them to unlock certain parts of their lives. It might have some information in there that will help you through your day to day or through your week. So that is really the intention of the videos that I try to do. So first of all I'm going to talk about the card. So I'll just put it there so you can see it. So this is the Knight of Cups, if you can see that. And you can see this very handsome guy with his cup on his horse right by a river. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Could be Glastonbury actually. And it's kind of a bit like today, that, isn't it? We've had some lovely rain, so water, cleansing. I think we needed it after all this hot weather. So that is very apparent in here. So what this card represents is a time, quite a romantic time. So it might be romance in the sense of a new passion, a new quest beginning, a quest that can involve travel. The Knights are very much about direction, changes in direction and movement. So that is basically what he's symbolising, and if you can see, he's got all shiny brand new stuff going on there. So this might be a time for you where you might be feeling in a bit of a dreamy place right now. But I'm going to just show you this Kenaz. This is the rune called Kenaz, and Kenaz has a meaning of torch. It's basically the torch that lights the way in the darkness. Kenaz is very great at creating space, so we can use this little symbol to create more space. It can help us to see what is hidden and what we need to pay attention to. So going back to a dreamy state then, I want to ask you right now, are you feeling romantic? It might be that this dreamy place, it might be distracting you from what you actually should be doing and what is the right action for you to take in your life at the moment. So ask yourself now, what is it that you're distracting yourself with? And I'm getting a feeling, I'm going to hold these up. I'm getting a feeling of an energy where it's sort of, you know, when you meet somebody new and you like that person and you get butterflies in your stomach, that kind of feeling. But you can get that feeling from all different kinds of things. So it might not necessarily be that you've met somebody. It might be that you're beginning a new job or you're starting a new venture, and you've got kind of an excited feeling about it. However, it's playing havoc with your distractions. So you might find that because you're feeling that way, the excitement, the adrenaline that's running through you is actually creating quite a distracting time for you and maybe clouding your judgment on what you're really feeling. So going back to this, if you are excited right now and passionate about something new, this message is for you to make sure that you are disciplined. So don't forget your discipline. Make sure that you're still doing all the things that feel right for you. This is a new venture, this is a new time for you, but it's still important to make sure that you're doing all the right things that keep you on track with your destination, with what you want to achieve. But also, we're going to do a meditation in a moment that's going to just explore the feeling that you're getting at the moment. So if you do have that excited feeling, you're possibly feeling it around here, which is our solar plexus. It's the centre that really is the seat of our power, and it's where we can feel the emotions of excitement and adrenaline coming through into our bodies. So I'm going to do a meditation with you in a moment that is going to just look into these feelings that you're having at the moment. So it might be that the quest you've chosen, whether that be a person, an event, or a promotion or new job, it might be right for you. However, the excited feelings that you are receiving right now may also be a stress response. So we need to work out what is that feeling that you're having right now, because it might be that you are choosing a quest that actually wastes your time. So if we reverse that, that's basically what it is. We're sort of digressing from our true path, distracting ourselves with something that actually we could waste a lot of time actioning, only to find then that we've forgotten about our discipline, we've forgotten about the stuff that we need to do, and we haven't actually got anywhere further with it. So just be careful of what you agree to at this time. And I'm going to go into a story, well, I'll say into a story, I'm not going to tell you a massive story, but where in the past I've accepted certain types of work and certain things, usually to people please, because I've thought like, well, I should take this because it's been offered to me, and I hadn't accessed within myself, actually, does that feel right? Does that feel like the right path for me? So today is about looking at those feelings and working out how we can go within and ask ourselves the question of, actually, is this right for me? Rather than just going ahead with whatever is presented to us and then working through those stress responses. So where is the distraction for you? And how does your body respond to this new quest? So if it is butterflies and kind of like an overexcited feeling, like you're on fast forward, it might be that it's a stress response. But however, if you feel expanded and lightness and bigger, if you know what I mean, you sort of feel more present and like things are going really well around you, then it might just be that it is absolutely the right thing for you to do. Okay, so I want you to just bring yourselves into a comfortable place. So if you're at work or wherever, just make sure you can sit down. Try and avoid any other distractions that are around you, and you might want to close your eyes for a few moments, and we're going to take ourselves right within the body. So just take a few deep breaths for now. So just inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Just allow your body to relax. Just nice deep breaths. Really try and expand the breath into your body. See how much you can do, because that's another thing that we'll be looking at, is how deep is your breathing? Is it shallow? Is it up here? Can you take it down deep into the diaphragm? Do you feel ease of your breath? Is it getting trapped around the back of the neck and the head? So just keep taking those deep breaths and focus on relaxing your shoulders down away from the ears. You might want to just tuck your chin in slightly to lengthen the back of your neck, and just try and keep a nice neutral spine as much as you can. You can lie down for this if you like as well. And just with your eyes closed, still maintaining a nice deep breath, we're going to take our awareness to the solar plexus centre. So this centre is below the sternum, sort of within the rib cage and above the navel. So just right in the centre of your being, the place where you tend to feel your emotions, your butterflies, or it might tense up if you're feeling under stress. Okay, just you can place your hand on there if you wish, or you can just completely try and focus within, which is preferable really if you can. Now breathe in and out of this space, and just exactly where you are right now, how does it feel? Try to be really honest with yourself. It's not a trick question. There is no right or wrong answer. I just want you to explore whether you feel tight in that area, whether you feel expanded in that area, whether you feel a bit sick in that area. Because that will allow us to understand whether we're working from our adrenals on this one, whether we're working with adrenaline and cortisol. Is there a panic there? Is there a stress response going on there right now? So we're just going to test out how we can witness the feelings and start to understand these feelings that we have within us. And that is going to help to guide us in making our decisions and choices in our lives on what quest, what person, what we want in our lives. So first of all, think of something that you absolutely know from the bottom of your heart is right for you. So it might be thinking about your children. It might be thinking about a parent or a partner or something that you know is absolutely spot on for you at this time. Really put that into the forefront of your mind. Think about it in all aspects. How does that feel in your solar plexus? You might be thinking about a parent or a place that you could call home. Anything that brings you comfort, joy. And I want you to try and really remember that feeling now and understand that that is the feeling that you should have when you're moving forward with something new. It's a feeling that perhaps allows you to feel expanded, that allows you to feel light in your body. Another way you could do this is to think of a childhood memory, a happy memory. Like for me, it's going to Woolacombe Sands Holiday Park when we were kids and being on the beach, things like that, or playing in the street with friends. Do you remember that feeling that you get? Or sometimes a piece of music can help you, sort of, music that might have been on the radio when you were a kid. Anything that brings up that feeling of sort of like, this is good, this feels good. It feels right, and there's no question. So really try and bring up that feeling with anything you can pull on. So a memory, child, parent, a home, anything. Explore that feeling for a moment. It's nice to draw on these feelings sometimes. Especially childhood memories, when we're a bit too fast forward in our thinking, we can slow it down by remembering what it was like to be a child. Now this one's slightly more difficult. I want you to try and think of something that actually fills you with dread. So this may be the memory of a relationship that went sour. It might be thinking about a time when you thought you were in love with somebody, but actually it was a stress response. So those kind of feelings. Or a panicked feeling where you think you're going into something like a job that feels good, but actually it was filling you with dread and you resented it and you constantly felt a panicky feeling. There's many different things that you can pull on for that one. I'm not going to name any in case I bring up something for people that they don't really want to delve into. So just have a feeling to that now. How does that feel? You might find it makes it feel more tight, more panicked. You might find that you had to take a bit of a breath with that one, where you just sort of like, oh God. Yeah, so it might just really try and access how that feels in that area. We're not going to stay on this one for too long, but I just want you to recognise that feeling. How does that feel within your body? Because sometimes when we go through a stressful time or a traumatic time, we actually come outside of our bodies and we don't really acknowledge how it's feeling within ourselves. But this is your opportunity to start to recognise the feelings within, understand the emotion that is coming through, and that should help you to form decisions and move forward. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do with what I was talking about with the Knight of Cups and with Kenaz, this thing that has entered your life now that feels exciting, that feels like a new venture, that feels like it's something that you really, really want, and your thoughts are being distracted by this thing, I want you to put that into the forefront of your mind now. Think about that. Really try and think as much as you can about that. And you know what I'm going to say next. We're going to take our awareness to the solar plexus again. And as you bring that thought into your mind of this exciting new venture that you have, how does it feel? Instantly. Don't question it. Don't think about it for too long. You need to go with the instant feeling that you get. If it's getting away from you, bring the thought back in. And then again ask yourself, ooh, does that feel tight? Does it feel expanded? How does it feel? So this might be a new job opportunity that you're going for, and it's on your mind constantly. You're thinking about it all of the time. Put that thought in and go in. Is this job right for me? How does that feel? Tight or expanded? Highly energetic or calm? Just take a few moments to really explore how that feels. It's good to feel excited about a new venture, something that's coming up. But that's why I mentioned before about bringing up a thought or feeling from childhood or something that's excited you in your life, that's been a pleasant experience. Understand what that pleasant experience feels like. It shouldn't feel tight. It should feel expanded and woohoo, excited, yeah? Now, if it is a stress response, it won't feel like that. It will feel tight, and you will feel quite distracted from things that are normally your go-to in your life. So daily routines like eating the right kind of foods, getting your work done, getting normal responsibilities and things done. If you're finding that you're not able to do those things, then it might possibly be because of a stress response. So hopefully this little practice can enable you now to really start to focus on those thoughts. Bring the thought into your centre and ask the question, is this right for me? And the more you can practice that with every decision you make in your life, even down to the smallest of decisions, it allows you to link your mind and your body. And you can work with the breath on there as well. So within that little practice that we did there, you might find that on some parts of that, your breathing was actually quite shallow and you'd feel it more up here. And on other parts, it might have felt quite deeper. So have a little look into that as well. Okay, so just take a few more deep breaths and you can open your eyes again now if you wish. And I hope that this little practice is useful for you. I'd love to have your feedback. If you can leave me a comment or an emoji or something just to let me know how that has been for you, and if you managed to sit through all of this and listen, I'd love to hear back from you. Have a brilliant day. Lots of love. Bye.